R Us, and of course we're going to be watching the well, I'm going to be watching, we're going to be discussing hopefully at the same time the HasLab reveal with regards to, of course, the new Transformers project. I completely have no idea what it is, so I'm really intrigued to find out exactly what it's going to be. Oh, there we go. That's just popped on. I want to, as I say, what's the word I'm after? I've got no idea. As I say, this is much earlier than planned, so hopefully we'll get quite a few people in the chat. I don't know. It's literally 25 minutes away. I've started early purely because it gives me the time and the opportunity to answer a load of questions. There's a few of you jumped in already, which is great. And again, just have a chat and a catch up with everything that's going on. So I want to know already what people think it's going to be. Yes, I'm at work. The stars have aligned for this to happen. I did have clients literally between 2 and 4 typically, but one of them moved because I asked them very nicely, and then somebody else has rearranged their time as well. So, oh, there we go. Chaos Gods Phoenix. Can't we hope it's not? Promise. And I think it could be. Who knows? I really don't know. I really don't know who it is. What I do like the potential of it being, what I'm writing on here, it'll be, is if it is something like, oh, Palpatine's on, great, Retroaction's there as well. I've got no idea what it's going to be, but the best thing is the fact that exactly that, it's whatever I think it's going to be is it's something that I don't know much about, which is great. Obviously, I've had the little advantage of being familiar with Deathsaurus, and of course Victory Saber. But if this is anything from Car Robots, anything from RID, not got a clue, guys, not got a clue. So again, can't wait. I'm surprised how many of you there are in the chat already though, so feel free to chat amongst yourselves. I've got the website here. I want to see where it is. Why is it not come up on here yet? Maybe it's because we are really early, but this gives, I suppose, anybody the opportunity if they want to ask me any questions now. Yes, I'm really glad that it's not leaked as well. I hope it's Primus as well, Princeton. I pretty much have, I just think the clues they've been giving, the hints they've been giving, the fact that Studio Cell have done a Primus, and it's the 40th anniversary, I think it's either going to be some form of a Prime or Primus. Purely for that reason, I think they're going to go big. I think they're just going to, I think unfortunately it's going to really damage our wallets. But hopefully, if you never know if it is something that's really quite expensive because they're doing it quite early, maybe they give us a few extra months to save up for it. It's purely for that reason. I would hope so anyway. That was one of the things that I did pitch to BMAC in one of the last interviews. I did say, look, obviously a lot of people missed out on the things because, yeah, because obviously they are expensive, and exactly that reason, they've got to be able to afford. You've got to be able to afford it, because most people are going to want it. They're going to want to sell it as well. Of course they are. If it's something that they're going to be selling, let's just go shot in the dark. Let's just say $500, which I know is quite cheap or whatever. I hope it's not Primus because it probably, that's the problem, isn't it? If it's I don't know. Unicron's amazing though, Duck Society. I just, it's an incredible figure. I mean, I haven't done it any justice in any videos because I can't film it, I can't get it on anywhere. Even in my old room where I had the top of like a staircase, I still couldn't get it on. I keep refreshing the Hasbro Pulse website here because we're only 22 minutes off. I thought that there'd be at least a few things ready. No, it's just got the fan stream in, but it's interesting. So okay, so there's loads of you guys who I know aren't from the UK. So what is it? Is it about it's nearly 3 p.m, isn't it? So it's, no, sorry, it's not. It's 9:30, isn't it? Is it 9:30? In the rest of the world. Good morning, Darren's got up. Can you say hi to, I can say hi to Bridie. Of course I can, Roy John Callan. Hi Bridie, hope you're well. What are you doing today? Are you as excited as we are about watching this reveal? I'm well excited, to be fair. I think again this year there's loads of things going on, isn't there? It is a great time. We say this all the time. I'm going to see it early thanks to you. Oh, excellent. Hello everyone, great time for a live stream, not busy at work. I'm devoid. In fact, when a few more people get on, you know, it's 9:48 a.m. So yeah, so for me it's 2:38 a.m. Not a.m. p.m. Middle of the afternoon. So most people in the UK, it's 20 to 3. So my wife will be doing the school run about now. So I say I'm at work, and I've already mentioned this once, but loads more people have jumped in the chat. it's just all aligned that I can do this. I remember I promised quite a lot of you guys on the live before that. I know that a lot of people laugh, but it's true. This is a changing room. I'm legitimately sat inside a changing room at work now with my phone there, with my iPad here, and just to prove that it's a changing room and just also prove that I really don't care, there is, look at that, see, we've got straighteners, we've got a hairdryer, we've got beauty, vanity mirror. It's definitely not the Toys R Us room, but it'll do. As I say, it'll do. It's more than I think loads of people are going to want primers. I think people want primers because it's Cybertron, isn't it? Let's be honest, it's that opening scene in the first G1 cartoon. I think as well, isn't it? No, there's no toilets in here, Princeton. It's a dry changing room. Look, it's one of the dry ones, so it's for people who just want to spend time doing their hair and stuff. There's literally no toilets in this one. If we don't get swooped. Yes, maybe Swoop will appear. Who knows? Who knows? I'm going to be cheeky, guys. There's more than double of you live, but there's only half the amount of the likes. Can you smash the like button for me, please? Because it does help me out. Well, exactly. It's funny, isn't it? Retro action. I hope to meet you at some point this year as well in the UK, because I'm going to be doing loads of things. See, the Optimus is on way beyond. I was 25. This is way more than I expected. I think I should do more of these. Oh, look, there's the hairdryer. I think I should do more of these in a second. I wonder if someone's going to want to come and look inside this room in a minute. They might do. Oh my days, that would be awful if it was. If that was the actual case, that would be crazy. This hasn't even refreshed yet. If it goes, and then there might be the Wi-Fi at work, right? Videos live. In fact, here we go. I need to go to lives, don't I? It's still not on the website yet. Have any of you got it on the website yet? I know we are 19 minutes early still, but is it there? Has anybody got anything? Am I on the right website? I presume so. Hasbro Pulse. Yeah, it's not there. Has anybody else got anything? So we've got people from Texas, people from the UK. We've got people from, I think there's people from Australia in the chat as well. I've not really noticed. I have the Studio C pre-ordered. I would love to have a Titan class Primus. I've got the Studio C coming. I've got so many third-party figures coming, thanks to people like you as subscribers, because a lot of things, as I say, with my third-party stuff. Oh, you read the smelting, but you really are going through them all, aren't you, Darren Lee? That's great to see that you do it. It makes it worthwhile, because as I was doing the comics, who won't promise they get it. When I was doing the comics, when I started off, ironically enough, it's one of the things that you probably hear about algorithms and stuff all the time. It's the biggest thing that hinders my channel, because obviously most people don't watch them, and most people, if they do watch them, only watch them for a few seconds, then come straight off it. Hey, RJ's up. There you go, RJ. They're all for you, mate. You might as well. As I say, RJ is one of the main reasons that I've got so many new age figures on the channel, because he very kindly lends them me. Same as Adam. There's loads. Because I can't display them all. I haven't got the space for everything anymore. The new Sky, I've got them. Got Chaos God Prime, but I've not read any yet. 300 plus. Yeah, that's it. Afternoon. Fun Boys jumped in as well. There is way more of you than I thought. I didn't expect there to be this many people, especially at such a strange time, because obviously in America, obviously it's first thing in the morning, so you'd imagine most people are at work. In the UK, it's exactly the school run time. 3 p.m. is school run time, so most people aren't going to catch this. You were going, yes, I'm going to, I think I'm going to go and do that. What do you think goes on sale or pre-order today? I've no idea, Dimonsep. I'm hoping that we get to see the 5-pack, because we've seen 3 leaked already, so I'd rather, and I say this all the time, and I'm sure you guys would completely agree, I'm sure you'd rather see it officially revealed, rather than it just be leaked here, then everyone, people pick them all up. It's still one of them really frustrating things that just really annoys me. You've missed school for this, that's insane. The only time that I think I ever missed school for anything, and this is, I do not advise this, I also pulled the trigger on Iron Factory. I've got, that's going to be the video for tomorrow night, Devoid of Logic. I've got Drill Horn, the video for that's nearly done. I need to get the transformation process done, so that will be put up tomorrow. What were we saying then? Someone's just said, all I have to do is tell my boss, is that, yeah, just tell them that I made you do. What was I saying? That's it, yeah. When I was, this is again showing a bit of my age. In 1992, it was Sonic Tuesday. That is, yes, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. and I was such a big gamer back then, like well into it. I happened to have the day off when that game came out because I knew that my neighbour would get it as well. So yeah, that was, and I don't advocate or advise anybody to do such things. You shouldn't be missing school to watch this or me. But if you're at work and like me, you're self-employed, you can get away with it. So there we go. I'm just trying to find, just to see if we've got anything from the Hasbro Pulse, with the fact that it's only 15 minutes away now. Usually there's a countdown or there's something. Wow, Princeton, you're a little bit older than me. Not too much, a little bit older than me. I don't know if I've done it in 2 hours, Fun Boy, but I've done the thing where you get the gold Sonic, where you get all 8. Will there be a, will the P8 is a playlist or not? Yes, so what I'm doing with the A to Z, obviously, all your feedback's great, guys, but I just thought, obviously, that when I put AXA up, and I'm coming to, and I was moving on to, it was Blackout. I did I missed out Blackout, I missed the day, and I realised that I've missed Big Powered, which is awful. Big Powered is one of my favourite figures, and I realised that I've missed him, but obviously that made me think, right, what do you guys actually want to see, rather than just, because a lot of people like I don't even know who AXA is. So the plan is to do, is it up on Plus now? The Pulse, you mean now? What was I saying? So the plan is now to do AXA and then the Road Cycle. So when we get further on, yes, here we go, it's live, fan stream, I've got it loaded here. What's the word I'm on about? That's it for Blackout, because obviously it comes with an anti-aircraft base. So for that reason, it means there's going to be way more videos. Just Prime, Sandstorm, excited for them, Blackjack, Bombshell, Blitzwing. Yes, so there's going to be more. What I'll do is, as I say, so let's just say tomorrow you get AXA and the Action Master vehicle. Even though it's out of the alphabetical order in the way that I've put the videos up live, I will correct the playlist so it all fits back in line, to be fair. So yes, everything will be done. And as I was explaining to you guys, if I could show you all my notes, you'd probably laugh. Loads of people would just have a computer and a spreadsheet done. I've got about 10 sheets of A4, all with different characters, all with the different genres, the different years. And then, you know, it's fun. I'm enjoying doing it, but and I think, and hopefully, again, same as the comics, it's going to be used as a resource in years to come. I may do the Astro Train Studio 686. Who knows? I don't know what they're doing. All I thought it was the HasLab, to be fair. All they thought they were going to do is the HasLab. If there's any more, then I'll be more than impressed, because I wasn't sure how many. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's just come on. It's just come on. What was I saying? I can't think. Yeah, if people go back and use it as a resource, that's fantastic. And the comics are more people now. Even I know the channel's bigger and there's more people watching, but more people are actually genuinely reading the comics, which is great, because it makes the fact that why I did them all the worthwhile. But it's the same with anything on here. I do this. I actually really like it. I enjoy doing this. It's fun. I enjoy putting the videos up. It started off as a bit of fun during lockdown. It's continued. I've met some great people on there. I've got some great guys in the chat who we chat to quite a lot whenever I do live. So I love doing things like this. How many people are watching? There's only 626 watching on Hasbro Pulse right now. I thought there would be way more than that, but there's not, so that's good. There you go. So I'm reading this. Somebody's put in Devastator. Somebody's also put a few other things. What happened there? Oh, it's this. It's coming on. Devastator would be good, because the Combiner Wars one, let's be honest, I think that's the biggest thing. Look how much they've improved since Combiner Wars in such a short space of time. If you think of every single one of the Combiner Wars in Combiner Wars, and you look at Menasor from 2 years ago now, it was crazy. The difference in the engineering, the difference in the figures is on a different level. It's on a completely different planet. There's now just under 800 watching, so it's starting to grow. We've still got 12 minutes. Obviously there's not 800 people watching this video. That would be amazing if there'd be 800 people watching this video, but who's to say in the future? We never know. I'm just seeing what other people are asking for. People are asking for Bayverse, but I'm not completely fussed if we get a Bayverse. I wouldn't say no to a HasLab Devastator either. How would you guys feel about that? Let's just say they did a Devastator and they did 6 figures over a year, 1 figure every 2 months. How would you feel about that? Would that be something that you'd be interested in? Because that's something that I would definitely be interested in. I think that could be a great idea, to be fair. Devastate one figure every 2 months, 6 figures. There's your one of the year. Combiner was, but why advertise? Demonsef, I've not got a clue, mate. I don't know why they're advertising. I think, obviously, let's be honest, this is the first. I imagine there's going to be way more in the future. I think there's yeah, I just think there's going to be loads. Do you recommend intermittent fasting or roller coasting carbs to help weight loss? To be honest, this isn't a get out of jail. Intermittent fasting doesn't really work for me. It depends on what you do for the rest of your time. The reason why it doesn't work for me is because I get too tired. I've never tried it, but if I go more than 3-4 hours without food, I get lightheaded and angry. So for some people though, it works amazing. My mother-in-law, she does it and she lost a load of weight doing it, so it works for her. It depends on your job, how mentally prepared you need to be for your job and stuff. Would you be able to escape as the HasLab Devastate? The biggest thing, pal, is calorie deficit. Work out what your basal metabolic rate is. As soon as you know what your basal metabolic rate is, that stands for how many calories you need just to function. And then obviously you do your DCR, which is your daily calorie requirement, and then we just take some calories off that. It sounds quite complicated, but I'd just say it's a get out of jail, but it's really obvious. Eat less, move more is usually the best way to lose weight. There's so many different ways for so many different people. I can't believe I'm sitting on here talking about PT stuff, even though I am at work, so yeah. And I am drinking a protein shake at the same time. But if this is going to go on for at least, I would predict at least 40 more minutes. I can't see it being any less than 30 minutes. I've got something in my eye now. There's 1200 in the actual stream now, so that's going up. Devastate could be a thing because they were making a jacket for the 40th. They have made a jacket, that's good. They can just repack combiners. No, MDR. I don't think the Combiner Wars is good enough. I think that already that's so far left behind because the technology nowadays is so much better. The figures are so much better. The Combiner Wars figures are okay. This is what I was saying at the beginning. The Combiner Wars were okay. The combining gimmick was okay, but Menasor just left it completely. Literally like a different league. If we're talking, I suppose, sports terms, it would completely different tier, different leagues. So much improvement over these last couple of years. All right, I'm just seeing what else is going on. I would love anyway. I love Devastator. I had a few Generation 2 figures back. Just Transformers. I didn't have any of the Generation 2 figures. To be honest, I didn't have any of the Generation 2. I'd completely lost interest in then, but by the time Generation 2 come around, I was mid to late teens, so doing totally different thing. Funny enough, as I've just said, more into gaming than I was into Transformers. And then, as bad as it sounds, but I've said this openly and honestly before, as soon as it hit Beast Wars, I just had no interest in them at all, which is quite interesting, because now I think that Beast Wars, even though I haven't still watched all the cartoons, I appreciate the figures a lot more. Legacy Menosaurus Bloat, yeah, completely retro action. It's a different league, it's a different class. There's just under 1,400 watching the Pulse now, so the numbers in that are growing. We're down to 8 minutes. I imagine, again, it's such a strange time. A problem Hasbro have got is they can't pick a time, I would imagine, when everybody's available. So, where's my chat gone? I think our chat's gone. Loads of people have just dropped out. I don't know what's happened there. Maybe the bosses have walked in, or maybe something else has happened. I'm not too sure. There's an awful picture of me on my stream there. That looks terrible. Yep. The numbers are jumping up now. Huge. I'm gonna do. Anybody fancy a live this weekend, Saturday night? I've got to do the draw actually, so I am going to do another live this Saturday night. I've got to do a draw for channel members so they can get their figure, and hopefully we'll have a lot more to talk. What is the idea with HasLab? I don't. So the idea with HasLab, Demonsef, it's a crowd-funded project. So what they'll do is they'll present to us something. Like, let's just give an example. The last two they did, obviously, was Victory Saber and Desirous. And what they do is they tease you with a figure that if you want, you've got to buy up front. You've got to pay for straight away before, and then basically they put all that money into a big pot and it crowdfunds it, basically. I think there's other things on the internet like Kickstarter and everything like that. Oh, wow, thanks very much. That's it. What was I saying? So I can't think there. That's completely blown me away. Thank you ever so much, Devoid Logic. I didn't know. You've made me completely speechless. Thanks very much. What was I saying? Yes, so the HasLab Pros, it's exactly that. But what they do is to entice you. They set tiers. So let's just say for simple sums, for simple maths, the main figure, they need 10,000 people to buy into that before it'll go into production. So you'll just get the basic figure. However, if you then get 12,000 people, you get an extra tier. So with Desirous, for example, you got the extra gun, and you got some few blast effects. So usually the lower tiers, they aren't really that great in honesty, but then later on the tiers move up a little bit more. So by the time you got to the top tier with Deathsaurus, or Desirous, I know I keep splitting between the names, you had the throne, you had the base plate, and you had everything like that. So it's basically, they are going to tease us, they are going to want you to spend their money, and usually it's an exclusive figure. So the best thing about this is, there's no scalping, there's no nothing. Yes, you'll see the prices of these figures hugely upscaled on the secondary market, but that's because the people you've got to buy them outright straight away. So you can't scalp it. You've got, you've put your money in straight away. I saw somebody moaning on one of the chats I was in ages ago that the scalpers with Deathsaurus, but of course that's not possible. That means that person had to put £200, which is what it pretty much was in the UK, out of their own pocket for over 16 months. So that's obviously why they've brought it as an investment, and then to sell on. So you can, I think, well, with the last one, they let you have 5, which is an insane amount. But who knows? We'll see. We'll see what they say. We'll see what happens. It's less than 5 minutes away though now, guys. So let's hope it is as interesting as we think. There's just under 2,000 in the mainstream. There's still 20 odd of you in here, which is good. Is RJ still there? I don't know. What else is quite funny is that the person next to me in the queue next to me, your content's great, showing love it. I'm really pleased that you like it, Carnage McCall. That's a crazy name. Again, guys, anybody who's found the channel recently or who just, it's just, I don't know, I love doing it. I love getting the G1 figures out there, my pride and joy. A lot of them I didn't have as kids, so again, I suppose it's just great to share it with you as I go through the journey. And I think I get a lot of nice messages from people who say, not about, I mean, the transforming ones obviously are a bit crazy. You don't see many people doing that, and I wasn't doing it for clicks or for clickbait. I was doing it purely because I wanted to get it into robot mode, both Black Zarek and Thingy, so I could show you the videos. But I got some really nice messages after I did Big Powered 2 years ago and Grandest last year. Got so many people saying, it's really nice of you to do that. It's nice of you to share, because obviously a lot of people, a lot of collectors, and that's everybody each to their own. It's up to you, whatever you want to do with your collection, it's your collection. But sometimes, you really want to see, you really want to see some figures, you want to see what they are, and sometimes the picture's not good enough. So it's great to share it with you guys, because I'm still learning about some of the figures as well. I've got to now do a full video on, what's it called? On combining Big Powered now, because I missed it out of Thingy. Love your honesty. Thanks, Richmore. Appreciate that. But yeah, that's why I do it. There's, I think, obviously the Megatron I did at the weekend just gone. There's nothing on that on the internet. That's not even on TF Wiki. There's no videos. There's nothing. If you search the entirety, funnily enough, of Google, there's no mention of a Dark Chrome G1 Megatron. So it's nice to be able to bring that to the attention of yourselves. I'm not one of these people who because I know of that particular variant, I'm not going to go and buy every single one I find, so nobody else can have it. I would much, people are like me. People want to buy different variants, like the Metal Toad Sandstorm, all this sort of things. It's nice to do that. It's nice to share the information, help people with Chinese reissues. 2 minutes, we got the countdown. Help people with loads of things. I just really, yeah, that's the main purpose. Too many people are getting duped. Too many people. Yeah, as I say, with the knockoffs and things like that. But other things, yeah, it's like I want to see figures. So I've put the figures up there. I think Retro Action pointed out to me that my either Action Master Tracks or Action Master Bombshell, I think that's the only one online as well. So yeah, it's nice to do that. I think the Action Master Elites, I don't know if everybody's done all of them. I know that my friend Graham, Collector 75's got a few of them, which is great. Right, we're down to less than a minute, guys, so this is going to be really interesting. There's over 2,500 in the main chat. I expect that to double in a second, I really do. Oh, it's Tracks, there you go. Yeah, so apparently my review of Action Master Tracks is the only one on the entirety of the internet, so it's nice to be able to get that figure out. And again, for people like someone who's just put there about losing weapons and stuff, you know, it's sometimes with a picture it's quite hard to see, because I think a lot of us use Transformer Land like I did ages ago, and then books, but sometimes it's better to just say this is the weapon, this is what it looks like on each side or whatever. See, there you go. So it's nice to do that, and I get so many messages from people saying thanks for that, thanks for highlighting this, thanks for doing basically the stuff that I just do as a normal. Graham's really busy at the moment, that's the Collector 75. I speak to him now and again, not as much as I'd like to, but to be honest, thanks very much, Shuri, nice to have you drop in. I'll do another one Saturday night, pal, so we'll all jump in there. Right, here we go. I need to turn this up a little bit, so if you hear this in the background, it's probably the same as what you're watching anyway. So here we go.
Hey Transformers fans, welcome to another Transformers Tuesday.
So let's see what it is.
Clearly doing HasLab, joined by our good friend Unicron, Victory Saber, and our good
So because they've got,
hopefully all of you have your
I think it's Primus now. They've put Unicron there, to be fair.
Yeah, people seem pretty happy with him. I'm happy that he's finally reaching everyone now. Yep.
This is good.
So, we've teased a lot of stuff. I've said Omega level HasLab for a few months now, dating back to PulseCon, a couple of interviews that happened throughout the time since then. So,
Here we go then. No problem, Darren Lee. His videos are great. He's one of the only YouTubers I actually watched a lot of before I started doing it all myself. Alright, here we go, guys. Power of a Prime. Here we go then. So it is the Omega Lock Prime. So it's going to be about 3 or 4. The best thing about this is I don't know anything about these, so this is all completely new for me. So I'm going to have to get the originals. So as you can see, watch the 1 bid eBay challenge. What's that? I don't even know what that. Ultra Magnus as well. The chat's going mad, everybody's loving it. There's 4,000 people watching the main thing. So it is. It's Omega Lock Primus. I sure always waited to see what it was. This is good. Numbers are dropping down now, but so let's. I suppose the only important thing is we need to know now is what's the price. How much is it going to cost? That's the big thing. The unboxed rats. Oh, okay. 10,000 backers. Here you go. Here's all the tiers, guys. So there's the sword. 16,000. Let's have a look. I'm excited for this because I don't know much about it, as I say. So for me, it's great because I don't know too much about the figure. So it's great for me because I'm going to get to learn as well. So it's Omega Prime. Not the Primus that we all thought it would be. Maybe that was the right choice because of the price. So let's see what they're saying. I suppose it did have to be an Optimus Prime, didn't it? Let's be honest, it's the 40 years.
So there you have it, HasLab, Omega Prime,
Here it is.
Robots in Disguise. There was clearly people that were on this. Clearly, a lot of options, right? Yeah. So Legacy United, we're celebrating all 40 years of Transformers history, bringing in people from every
So they've got the prototype in front of them, which is good. Oh, my website's just reloaded. That means obviously that the internet's crashed. Hopefully you guys are still there, so that's good. Let's see. It's come back on. I'm gonna have to do an update on this afterwards anyway. But there you go. Ultra Marcus has put a good point.
So we're happy to be bringing this back.
Oh, it's crashing loads at the moment. It's really struggling. What about you guys? Have you got it? The Master Sword blade looks good. It all does look good. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. So nobody's even. So Chaos God Phoenix can't wait. He's definitely in. Who else in the chat is definitely in for this particular one then? I'll get it because again it's HasLab, and HasLab have got this very special way of doing figures. I think it's good. I think the way that they present it all with all the extra things that you get. Is Sixo there? Is Sixo there? I can't get mine to play.
Which, when we were talking to people about why we were possibly thinking about doing this, a common thread that kept coming up was what was everybody's dream toy that they could never get. And Optimus Prime, Ultra Magnus from Car Robots, Robots in Disguise, came up quite often with wheels that will no.
I don't know if I'm allowed to show you. I don't know if this will get us in trouble.
Start right there. There is no rubber, no PVC tires in this. They will be ABS. So they will.
Hi, Ultra Marcus. I've literally just mentioned you.
Yes. So this guy also has.
So I agree with you, pal. I was expecting it to be Transformers G1, but it's obviously not.
So we're actually able to use his backpack to serve a bunch of other functions.
Pete's on as well now. Pete, you should be at work.
What this does, it takes everything that was great about the original and we've upped its game to the next level. He's got ankle tilts. One of the simple things that I think
I'm excited for it, but I'm with Ultra Marcus's comment there. The fact that it's not 40 years, it's RID's 24 years or something like that.
But like something we were like, we could update it. Yep, exactly.
So, I mean, I suppose the big thing is, let's see what the price is. The biggest issue I have at the moment in the UK is we will pay the same as what everybody else, like what in America is in dollars, even though the exchange rate's massively different.
A lot of what we did here is that we were focusing on how to make this Optimus.
I haven't seen the stream. It is. It's a Megalock Prime, Pete. It's the Prime, the Ultra Magnus, and the other one that combines with it.
Which is why I'm really happy to show off with this guy. All right. So for our next image, let's take a look at.
They're just showing a few now.
We have this render of all the way that's going to look.
So of course the base mode they're showing now.
For that as well, after we take a look at this image.
They're showing you that.
Let's take a look at the base mode there. As you can see, it's really big. That's great. So, yeah, when we come back, it doesn't even fit in the frame when we come back to the image transition. It's perfect. So,
They've just got great prototypes at the moment, so that's interesting.
just so people get a sense of the size.
So they put Deluxe Hound in as the center of the scale, which they always do, obviously.
This guy is practically a one-for-one size-wise of the original toy.
So they're saying that the Prime is the same, pretty much the same dimensions as the other. Completely agree with what everybody's saying there. This isn't 40 years old. So yeah, well, I mean, hopefully they're going to show us quite a bit more. You'd like to think that because they're going with the 40th anniversary, that we're going to get to see Sweep. I hope so. Because for that rate, because you know that's nearly 40 years, isn't it?
You could stick them in there. So what we've done is we've actually increased the size here so that Titan Master figures can sit there.
Right. Let's see what else they're saying. I'm with the majority of the chat, who's people saying that it's not 40-year anniversary. I completely agree. It's not a 40-year-old figure. It's a 3-4-year-old. I'm not too sure.
The ladder raises. It's going to be on the ratchet joint. It still has the missile function.
The big thing, as I say, I've already said 3 times, is the price. We need to know what the price is.
I've taken those kind of things out just so that we can put as much more of the effort and tooling.
I'm not familiar with the series of the character. I know lots of collectors like that figure.
But I mean, the basic.
It'll be interesting now you've said that, devoid of logic, because this is definitely aimed at, I would say, your 30-year-olds maybe. I'm not too sure. Full 10 years younger than me at least, because obviously it is RID. So that's what you're looking at.
Which we've improved a lot of the connections so they're a little bit more juicy.
Well, we'll see.
So maybe they'll work with some other figures that you have, just because now we're really heavily
People are guessing in the chat that it's going to be about $300. I'm hoping not.
So yeah, so we have that image there, and then we'll take a look at the
Unless they've got another one up their sleeves, who knows? We don't know, do we?
and this is what it's going to look like when you get to the
But as I say, I didn't watch any of the car robots at all.
Yeah, so there you see him in the super mode. We're starting to get
That's
him
the
going.
super mode.
And there's something that I wanted to talk about.
Super
so,
mode.
Essentially, when Optimus Prime, the original toy would transform, his waist was very flimsy. Just because
Wow, how did you find that out straight away?
So because we removed the electronics, his backpack now can act as extra support. Yeah, so that can.
So they're saying they've took the what's the word I'm after?
It gives him more.
They've took the electronics out of the back because obviously the original figure had some electronics, so they took it out, so it means they've got more, I suppose, articulation and room at the back. Wow, Gavin Jones already backed it. Fair play. So 200, do you have to pay that straight away, don't you? I'm going to have to seriously think about that because I haven't got 250 quid. So super mode, there he is.
A lot going on here. Yes. So this series kind of canonized like Optimus Prime merging with the rest of his trailer.
It's interesting to see. There's a few people in the chat on this as well. It's half and half. It's definitely half and half. So I'm really pleased that you're happy, Chaos. Who else is happy? Super mode will include vac metal eyes, it said. So there's the original, and that's the HasLab next to it.
Which is why it's covered with dust.
So if that gives you an idea for the people who collect it, I'll sell my kidneys.
But you can very much see how the proportions have been vastly improved.
Yeah, they've massively updated the figure, which to be fair is what they did with the with Deathsaurus. They made it bigger, they made it better, more articulation.
The ladder no longer needs to fold in order for him to stand up straight. It's just a nice little thing.
It's really interesting because it's totally split the chat there, like it's totally split the chat in here. The chat in here, but a lot of people aren't happy.
So in our version, in this new HasLab version, the Energon Matrix is actually going to be separate parts that you can.
Who else is going to back it? I think a lot of my maybe channel members, they're a bit like me, they're a bit like G1, so they perhaps won't be happy with what we're looking at. £250 is a lot of money though. That's crazy. That's what's annoying, guys. You guys are going to pay $250. I saw that RID Ultramagnus is a retail of C. I hope it's not. What was I saying? So $250 is £250, times one. What is it? It's 1.26. Yeah, like you said, you're right there, Devoid of Logic. Everybody needs to do. They need to spread it all out, but I think they falsely advertise this because it's not 40 years. So
let's take a look at Ultra Magnus here.
now they're bringing on Ultra Magnus. I like it, not backing it, but I like. So there's Ultra Magnus.
A lot of stark whiteness that's going on there that Ultra Magnus is very much known for, but also.
I think that, I suppose the reason why they can justify the price is they've got a commander class and a leader class, haven't they, straight off? So it's the building of the two together, isn't it, rather than. Oh, to be fair, they're probably two commander classes looking at that, to be fair. So there's the extra bit as well. Really interesting. Loads of people are putting in the comments, I don't recognise these toys from 1984. I just jumped on that, I missed. Duke Nukem, unfortunately, pal, this is all they've showed us so far. Everybody else in the chat saying exactly the same thing. Everybody's saying this isn't 40 years old, this is barely 20. It's everything else. So don't really know, as I say, what's going on. This is all they've shown us so far. I hope they go to something else. I hope we get some other reveals. I'm a little disappointed, I have to admit. I am disappointed. The only reason I sort of like it and I'm interested by it is because it's something that I don't know much about, and it's always great to obviously improve your own knowledge, etc. But I expected some G1 stuff. So it's, to be fair, it does. It looks just like the Siege Ultra Magnus. I hope it's not.
And then you can kind of see on the top of the image here, there's something else going on.
I really hope it's not, because we've got enough of that.
In the show, but Yuki and you kind of took it a lot further this time.
So let's see, a bit anticlimactic. Yeah, if they don't show anything else, I'll be the same as yourself, Retroaction. I'll be a little bit gutted. It's only January, so still. Yes, I completely agree. There's only Gavin. I do know it's only January, but they've advertised this as a 40-year thing, so it's not. He's going to transform it. Well done, Ultra Marcus, you're right. There's got to be something else. They can't just spend... They can't just... I don't know. I have no idea. Same as you guys. Hopefully, as I say, they finish with this in the next 5 minutes. That's 20 minutes of this. And then at least another 20 minutes of maybe Wave 2 or some Studio Series.
His stylization and his design.
So let's wait. Ultra Marcus, I could just be that. I think you're probably right, Gavin. I think they will do. I think they'll do exactly that. I think it will literally be everything that we see this year. It's going to say 40 years. They should have added electronics. They just said they took it out, which again you'd think for a HasLab they'd keep it in because you're going to pay a premium. So you'd think they would have kept it in.
He will fill out some of those kind of gappy areas that are in Ultra Magnus that he has just for.
Let's wait to see. I think they're pretty much done with showing this. So let's wait to see what else is coming up in a minute. So basically, the thumbs up for me, Dev. Thank you very much to Monster. So the don't want to say too bitter. It does look good. I'm with you. It looks good, but I think because we don't know enough about it. Right. So there you go. There's the heights, guys. That's what they are.
Shows your colors. You know, deco subject to change.
So Supermodal Optimus is 12.25 inches. That was the biggest one. So what are we talking? We're talking two commanders and a deluxe.
This display on the table right now.
That's what it looks like they're doing. High Ros Asterian's in.
I'm gonna compare. Yeah. Just so everybody can see what's going on.
Okay, Ego. So it's as big as. Yeah, definitely Commander class because it's the same size as Star Saber.
So you can kind of see what all you're getting in this package, and this was everything that you got previously.
So there's loads more things in the entire package. So you're getting two Commander and a Deluxe. So maybe the price isn't too bad.
You're not in bot mode. Oh, whatever. People will get it. There we go.
Maybe I get it now. My only issue is obviously I think it depends on how fast they want us to back it.
Get everything in there that we can to make this as.
No, I don't have that at all, Darren. I've only seen that a couple of times, to be fair. I didn't really go into collecting merchandise and stuff.
This all went down in the show of making Omega Prime when Ultra Magnus tried to steal the power of the
Same size as Victory Saber.
shaking his hand. So a big feature.
Oh, you got 44 days. There you go.
Shake hands. So take a
They don't have the originals, Pete. They don't have the originals at all.
And we're gonna put this guy in the Omega Prime. Yeah, here we go. All right, so you can see here on the screen the
I don't mind. Thanks for that again, Divine. I don't mind doing the live streams. I quite enjoy them because I love the interaction. That's probably why I do the job that I do. I love the interaction with real people all the time. So it's I don't do the online coaching. I can help people out, but right, that's them combined.
and you can really see, I think, on this model.
I do. I love the interaction. I love actually chatting to real people. And let's be honest, everybody in this chat right now, we've all got the same interests, so it makes conversation really easy, and it makes it easy to talk about. But now we need to see. I mean, because the sword was one of the tiers, and then I can't remember what the other tiers were. To be honest, I need to go onto the actual Hasbro Pulse website after this, and then do a single video just showing exactly what it all is. I've got the ram horn video done for later as well, to be fair, guys. The original was already big and decent articulate. I don't see it as much of an upgrade. I think that was pretty much the same with Thesaurus. It was just a bigger version of Thesaurus. It was just bigger than him, with a teeny bit more articulation. You know, there wasn't that much more. But they, you know, they are saying with this, they're talking about the extra articulation and stuff with it. That's the big thing they're talking about then.
We made sure you can make sure.
It's interesting though, because I thought there would have been way more. In the actual Hasbro Pulse, there's only 5,800 watching, but you would have thought with it being such a big announcement of a big video, there'd be way more than that watching. I mean, don't get me wrong, if I ever get anywhere near 5,800 people watching me do a live stream, I'd be, of course, more than made up. But yeah, I thought there would have been way more. For those who wanted to know, there's the original figure size comparison.
You can only display them like this.
So it does look like they've got them peaked. It does look. So the new one is much bigger. That's a dream, isn't it? A dream to have. In fact, it's a dream to have 100 people in the chat. I've had 50 plus at one particular point. That was great. But it'd be great to reach them crazy numbers at some point. Yeah, it's still not going up very much. I'm hoping now. So what, they've been 20 minutes. Do you know what? I've got a bad feeling, guys. I think they're going to go on for another couple of minutes, and I think that's it. I think they're just going to, that's all they're going to show us. I really do, because usually with the streams, they don't talk about anything else. 40, I could do that. I could do one of them, no problem. That's what they're saying the colour render's going to look like. I don't know if I can do that. I might get in trouble doing that. So 10,000 backers by March the 14th. So yeah, that's what, 5 weeks?
We have more. There's more. It was in that launch video. So let's talk about tier 1.
Here, they're talking about the tiers now. They're talking about the tiers. So tier 1's the sword, which I remember that. The sword's 3 times bigger than the figure. The sword you can actually probably hold in your own hands as a real sword. That's ridiculous. That's Black Zarek Trident, Titan class size. So that's tier 1. So they need to get an extra 3,000 backers. So it's my phone. I've got. If you see me doing this, if I was going to say, if you see me doing that, I'm getting loads of private messages at the same time, so I'm just closing them all down. So yeah, so apologies if you see that. So tier 2 is just the base plates by the looks of it, so you can put them in action poses. So they're offering 2 base plates. This feels like an impressive piece. I agree, but I think it's definitely going to be a centerpiece. It's definitely going to be a centerpiece purely due to the size, and I think. Right, there we go. The numbers are jumping up. Oh no, it's dropped down. It's showing us what you can do now. So the 2 bases, you can combine them to make a large road, rather than just have them actually as a base plate.
We should mention that you can use either arm and 1 display base to also display your Omega Prime in the combined mode.
2 combined. So the stands are 16,000 backers. There's got to be more than that. You'd like to think there's going to be more. The problem that you've got with this is it's definitely going to entice people to buy more than one, because the fact that you get, well, as I say, you can buy it to have it all combined, or you can buy it to have individual robots. They did hype it as a 40th anniversary stream, Duke, but I think that they're just going to put every single thing that they do now for the rest of the year as 40th anniversary. I think we duped ourselves, to be fair, let's be honest. I think we did, we all duped ourselves, because we all expected something from G1. But, I mean, they're 22 minutes in and they've not talked about anything else yet, so I've got a horrible feeling in 3-4 minutes time they're going to end the stream, so. there's just, let's see what they're going to do. It looks like they're ending it, so it does look like they're going to end it, unfortunately, but
we're ending on Transformers Thursday. We're going to be doing some stuff in March to celebrate the 40th anniversary, so kind of a lot.
for anybody who missed that, then in March they're going to be doing the 40th anniversary stuff. That's what they've BMAC literally just said. So March for the 40th anniversary stuff, by the sounds of it. This does look like it is just. I think Devoid. I think it's going to be one of them things that if you can afford it, I think it's going to be one of them ones that, you know, that what do they call it? FOMO, fear of missing out. I think if you can afford it, I think it's going to be one of them really good figures just to get. If you can't, then it's. Even if, like me, I haven't really got any affiliation to it. So I think, as I say, we'll have to see. That's literally it. They're going to end up right there, guys. They're going to end up like that.
We'll be back a couple more times. We have a painted model that is on its way. Evan and I
So
are going to take that to the event, show it off, and then we're going to do some photo shoots. We'll be back here to show it off.
That's literally it. Deathsaurus was 190. Yeah, Desaurus was 190. So this, if you put it into context with that, seems to be good value, to be honest. I think that's it, guys. I think that's it, unfortunately.
We have a TikTok now. Well, we have an official Transformers special TikTok.
I think they're going to end, so I'm going to wrap it up in a sec because I need to do an actual normal video just to discuss it, and I need a few minutes to take it in, to be fair.
I think its actual title, for being technical.
Yeah, I don't know whether he's actually in. He might actually be watching it because there's always people watching who don't comment. So.
I think we're trying to rival against the Smashing game that came out a couple of years ago for the longest.
So it'd be interesting. I get people who comment loads, which is good. This will sell at retail. I think you're right, to be fair, Pete.
So, until we see you for a backer update, thank you. Head on over to HasLab.com.
That's definitely it, guys. So, what a waste. I'm a little bit indifferent. Okay, so Gavin Jones is very happy. Most of you seem to be happy. That is definitely it, guys. Unfortunately, that is it. It's Transformers RID HasLab. It wasn't what we thought it was going to be, and it said kicking off 40 years with a Prime. So it's 2001 Omega Prime. That's all it was. Unfortunately, there wasn't anything else. What I'm going to do is I'm going to jump out of here, do a very quick update video, and then get back to work. But with regards to the rest of the channel, I've got the What's Up in Wednesday normally video to come up. I've got Ram Horns video probably to put up as well, and I've got just more things. Unfortunately, everybody who's jumping in the stream, I'm going to be ending it very soon, purely because we've seen it. So yeah, guys, let us know in the comments. Are you happy with that? Or are you not? Got to be honest. I'm a little bit as well, to be fair, Eastman. I'll, do you know what? I'll stay in the chat 3 more minutes. I'll wait until 1:30 just in case anybody else wants to jump in and ask anything. But for myself personally as well, I'm the same as yourself. I did want a bit more. I would have been happy with the Primus, even though it would have cost an absolute arm and a leg. I would have been happy with the Primus. I would have been happy with the Devastator. Loads of them. They should have done G1 Dinobot. They should have done retro reissues. Completely agree with that, Pete. I think the only thing that we can sort of say is, let's be honest, it is only January. I know the very pretty much last day, all but one. And they did just say there's another stream in March. So that means they've got 5 or 6 weeks to get all the stuff out that most of the people in this chat want to watch. And I think, yeah, that's it. Let's just, I go to this HasLab now. I will just get the Ogon Studio. Yep, that's it. The Studio C Primus, that's pretty much on its way for a lot of people anyway, I think soon anyway. Right, guys, I really appreciate you jumping. I really appreciate you jumping in with me in the changing room at my work. I will get the normal videos up, as I say. As promised, I'll get the first What's Happening Wednesday up in a second after I've done a very quick 2-minute one for everybody who missed the live stream. So, Thank you everybody for jumping in. I really do appreciate it. I really do love the interaction with you guys. I'm going to definitely do another live stream Saturday night UK time, so a bit later on in the day for the rest of the world. Don't forget, if you want to be in the chance to win a deluxe figure of your choice, you need to be a channel member. To be a channel member, it's 6p a day, something like that. On the tiers, it's, as I say, even if you're at the very, very bottom, you get the chance to win a figure every month as I draw the name randomly on the live streams. But there you go, guys. Appreciate you all jumping in. I will be speaking to you all very, very soon. I'm going to say, see you guys. I won't say good night because it's only 3:30 in the UK, so I'll catch up with you all later. Take care, guys. Saturday night, okay, perfect. I hope this. Oh, I don't want it to fail, Demonsive. That's a bit harsh, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see just how many people are in that sort of age bracket and who've got this sort of money left. There you go. You've kept me chatting anyway. Thanks very much, guys. I'll catch up with you all very soon.